Good evening. We are back with Tinder. We haven't been here forever. I know there's been so many requests, mainly Batch just bugging me to get back on air, but we're here tonight with a whole hodgepodge. Batch is running our agenda. He told me to stick with no script, so we're here with no script.
Yeah, then you wrote a script.
Everyone want to
You
introduce
hate free
yourself?
form.
I know, I do. It's the type A personality in me. I can't help it. Welcome back, Danielle.
Welcome back.
More importantly,
Welcome back. No, welcome back. No,
Yeah.
Nice to be here. Am I saying that? Welcome back. It's good to be
Sure.
back.
Hey,
It's good to be back.
I'm glad that you're welcoming
Thank you.
me.
Yeah.
We have one, the only Bachelor number 2, also known as Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
Hi, Jeff.
What up?
Hi, Jeff.
Great to be back. So happy to be here.
Remember when you were on
Kind of
that?
wishing I stayed at the old court.
Oh God. Remember when you were at that blindfolded show?
I haven't been blindfolded. Oh, the
No,
show.
I think I was the
Lindsay,
blindfolded one.
what's over there?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Jeff probably didn't know who I was. Hold on, Jeff. Do you know who I am now?
that brings back
Do you
memories,
recognize me?
but not of the show.
I see nothing.
Oh.
By the way, couldn't you just put one of those on and be the DEI coordinator of Lowell?
Come on. Let's not start with those early blows.
So I have to say, so that show, right? I was not a Jeff fan. We've talked about this already, but like,
Oh, we all know you weren't a Jeff fan. You actually said flat out, Lindsay will pick the douchiest guy here.
and I thought that was Jeff. But now me and Jeff are buds.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I know.
We've hung out multiple times.
I'm often not a Jeff fan.
So
I actually
Maybe.
think you guys went on the date after.
I kind of feel like I did. I made a new friend off of your date.
We hit it off big time.
We really did, right, brother?
Maybe you should ask
Right,
him for a
brother?
second
Yeah.
date.
Yeah.
My G.
All right. So, Danielle,
Yes.
why would you want to be sandwiched between these two guys tonight? More importantly.
Let's talk about last night. Or being
Yeah, you know.
That would be a pastrami sandwich, wouldn't it?
Pastrami sandwich.
No, Danielle, you already got your fix on that today.
Yes, I did. It was very good.
Old
Shout
Court
out
Club.
to the old court.
Yep.
You know,
Sorry.
I mean, I don't really know Jeff, so I can't really, you know.
Sorry for being so rough.
She's
Jeff,
going to
move
get to
the
know
right a
you.
little bit.
What's that?
What's
Move
that?
over.
Oh.
All right.
Move
So,
Oh. I got
Batch really wants to wing it. I put some ideas.
No, we'll do your ideas.
I said I put them up there. You guys give it a go. I wish we had a more fun way for who's going to pick which they'd like to talk about up there, but
All right.
let's give it a go. Any of
So
those?
I have my first category I'd like to talk about.
It's probably one that's not up there, right?
No, I would never stray off script.
Okay, because I'm thinking he's gonna give us one about the Jersey Shore, but
So my friend Michaela, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you gotta watch the show. And I'm like, I'm not watching the show.
At the Housewives?
Yeah,
You watching the Housewives?
yeah.
Which one?
Because
There's so many.
her boyfriend Jeff is like, he hates it.
I thought you said Jersey Shore.
No, man, it's the Jersey Housewives.
Well, when he said Michaela, because she's a big Bravo
Oh, so
housewife.
okay.
so.
Bravo.
I'm so sorry, Michaela. I take this back. I'm here for Bravo all day, every day. I thought you meant Jersey Shore.
No, man. Like this stuff is nuts. First of all, these women are some of the worst women I've ever seen in my life.
But you're so attracted to them.
They,
Right.
No, they all look disgusting. I've never seen a less attractive group of women in my life.
But yet, if they walked into the old court,
No, I would not. I would not.
No, I'm like he loves a girl fight, and so that's why I can't
Yeah.
believe he's like
No,
not
but
like
it's
super
like
turned on by it.
2009.
which one are you watching?
The first season from like 2009.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Oh, so you're going back.
yeah.
Whoa. Why did she have you start there? I would have gone backwards.
But isn't it like-
honestly.
Which like town are they in? Like what?
Jersey.
Oh, they're in Jersey. Okay.
So I can only watch for about
Okay,
20
so that's
minutes.
not Jersey Shore. So you're watching
It's
Housewives.
ridiculous.
I know that he
I
was
was
very
thinking Jersey
confused.
Shore.
It's on
Okay.
VH1. Is this the show you're talking about?
It's on Bravo.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
so the New Jersey Housewives is running right now.
No, but I wanted to watch from the beginning. And
Oh, to get caught up.
these girls they're horrible people.
Horrible
Well,
people.
Jersey. I mean,
There's like
Jersey-
15 seasons.
Jersey.
Like,
Jersey girls
that
are rough.
could be-
I mean,
that's just gonna be busy for like.
No, I can only
year or
watch an hour
so.
at a time. But I will say this: it reminds me of some girls I used to date a lot.
Exactly,
Like
Danielle.
back in
See,
those
told
days.
you.
yeah, there's gonna be a.
I
He's wanting
can't
to get his
believe
kicks on.
the fashion was terrible. By the way, like it's like
going
you can
back
tell like
2000
trash, like the trash girls
Yeah.
wear this. Like they're like women with a lot of money that are trashy as f.
Well, also you're going back like what, 13 years?
No, not for nothing. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
like
you didn't used to like do that. Like this thing is
Well, it's Jersey. They're like a totally different breed.
it is terrible, man.
I mean, I don't think that Jersey like women have that much money. Like you could go to the Beverly Hills or like
Nah,
OC.
they
and
get a
those
lot of
people
they
have
get a lot
money.
of mob money. You know, it's like
This is so
Wow,
embarrassing
mob money.
stereotype. Danielle, you're gonna have to actually go to like one of these topics on the board. We can't have this.
Okay. Well, if I
He didn't
could
even know what
read-
Jersey.
I'm
show was
enjoying
on.
it.
Yes.
but
Okay.
I hate watching it. I'm hate watching it.
I
So,
love
okay.
every minute of it.
All right, pick a show. I mean, you should
If
pick a
somebody
thing.
could get onto Vanderpump Rules,
I love Vanderpump Rules. Are you kidding me?
do you want to talk about Scandival?
Oh God,
Aren't
I
they
don't
all
even
in-
know where to start with that. Like,
I'm
it's crazy,
sick
crazy.
to my stomach over this.
I
It's
can't even.
Pablo
disgusting.
Sandoval? I thought he sucked. What do you
The,
think,
the
Jeff?
lies that are
No, yeah,
happening.
This
Don't you
week's
think
episode
Pablo
was
Sandoval
insane.
was
The
one of the worst
betrayal?
signings
Oh
the
my
Red Sox
God.
ever had?
I can't
Is
even.
this like a Bravo versus like
Yeah.
sports show? Okay, sorry. We'll go back to the board. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Danielle. You give it to us. Which one of these
I
seems
can't
interesting
read,
to
though,
you?
'cause I have no glass. So.
Why relationships now don't work? Are you willing to go sober for love?
Oh, let's start with that one.
Which we know she is.
Are you
That's a
willing
good
to
one.
go sober for love?
Yeah. So what I've been noticing lately is on a lot of the dating apps, you know how they have all like these little icons underneath, like wine, board games. I don't know. It should probably say therapy.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a thing.
Okay. Yes,
Is the-
Michael.
Is the
The icons.
icon for sober dating a guy sleeping?
Does that mean you're boring? I mean,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Because
Okay.
he's not drinking, he's boring.
No. To be honest with you, I'm actually like okay with somebody not drinking.
No, I
don't-
get it. I would.
I
yeah.
don't think I need to like go out drinking every night, but like
No.
I guess to be fair, like as soon as I see the word sober, I'm just like, why? Like what was happening? What got so bad that you had to go sober?
Why is
Right.
that a precondition for this? For the relationship.
So I have a thing about this. I don't think you can trust
No.
a man that doesn't drink.
Wow.
See, that's how I
Yeah.
that's how I feel about coffee. Those people that are like,
Why do you
believe
say
it
that?
or not, I've never had a cup
Why do
of
you say
coffee.
that?
I'm like, that's whack.
Because my relationship with alcohol is like this. I love alcohol. It's one of my favorite things in the world. And
Shocker.
when you're in a relationship, you treat it well. Now you don't get it to the point where it's a problem, or you abuse it. So if you abuse alcohol, you're basically abusing something that you love. So if you have to give it up, you have to give it up because you're abusive to it.
Have you ever abused alcohol?
I've always teetered on the edge.
Is this
Yeah, but some people
Deep Thoughts
don't.
by Batch tonight?
So I'm just saying, if you
We
have
should do
to
some
give it up,
meditation
you
music.
have to give it up because you are mean to it. So if you're giving up alcohol,
Yeah, but do you know how many people drink alcohol that shouldn't? Like, they probably should give it up. Like, they're
No, to be
horrible
honest,
alcoholics. They're
I'm
No, but
mean. They're
because they don't know where the line is. Like
I'm
you have
down
to.
Yeah,
with
but
the
then they
person
shouldn't drink.
realizing like I probably have a problem or like I just can't be predisposed to this. I'm happy that people are owning and being self-aware and saying, "Hey, I'm sober." But I just don't know that I could be with someone sober because like even
Jeff,
though
you
they're
know
like
don't abuse something you love.
they're like, "Hey, you can drink in front of me." Don't you still just feel weird though, Danielle? Like
I would, yeah, I would. I definitely would feel weird.
I
Although
want to
you
be
would
like
have a-
respectful.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, it's
exactly.
the best idea
I would
ever. One of you girls should date a sober guy. Have him drive me and Jeff around.
Oh,
It's called
right?
Uber.
I would step
Yeah,
up my
that's what
drinking
Uber's
game big
for.
time.
No, I mean, again, I appreciate that they're not like putting alcoholic on there and they're like
Right.
realizing they had a problem or they can't handle it and they're going sober. And I think that's
Right.
like
I
shows a
agree.
lot of maturity and growth.
Right.
I just think it would be difficult to do it and not feel judged when you're drinking.
I think even people who have it under control, as far as money goes, so much, it's so expensive. You know what I mean?
It is
what
very
is it, like,
expensive. It's
on an average, even a beer at a bar is what, $8 before tip at this point. You
Yeah,
know,
but
and it's like-
everybody spends money on something.
yeah,
but I
it's
mean,
true.
nobody's not saying, how much is that? Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, but think about this.
like,
Every morning
you know?
when you wake up, right? You're hungover. You're
Yeah.
not going to the mall and buying stuff.
But if you go out to eat,
No, but I'm like, well, why
I'm
do I drink? I'm
in
never
my
doing
bed
that
on
again.
my phone and ordering Amazon. Yeah, I am.
yeah, but all
never
that stuff,
drinking again.
you're
Like,
gonna-
why
what
am
are
I
you gonna do
doing
with that
that?
stuff anyways?
if you go out to
It's
eat
a-
and you exclude alcohol from your
Oh my
dining
God, you'd be like
experience,
$20.
you're gonna oh my God, you're gonna save so much money.
It is ridiculous, but
All right.
All right, never
Let's,
mind.
yeah.
Next topic.
yeah, Jeff.
That was a good topic though.
Let's not talk about
Yeah.
that.
Jeff, pick
And
your
I'm
poison.
with you. I'm ditto with you. But go ahead.
Jeff, pick your
Oh,
poison.
pick a topic.
Yeah, we're on the
Okay.
Well, you told me you were going to.
I feel very teachery up here.
Yeah, you need a little
told me-
stick.
You told me you're going to explain or define zombie is the new. ghosting.
Oh, I've never heard that one.
Jeff wants to talk about zombied. Okay,
Is that the
so
new ghosted?
Danielle, you're onto it.
Okay.
Batch, how much have we talked about ghosting on this show?
A little bit.
A little? I think ghosting has been a really big conversation. And I think like if you're talking to anyone that's like texting people or trying these dating apps, like ghosting is like the thing that everyone's all like, I'm either doing it because this person is like super into me or I'm heartbroken and getting ghosted. So I saw this article today that it's the new thing is being called zombied. And it means because the people keep coming back, which makes a lot of sense because we've had this conversation.
Yeah,
Correct,
Does
Batch?
this make me sad today?
You want the tissues? Should we pack you the tissues?
Where are the tissues?
To make
Yeah.
you sad? Why would this make you sad?
Well, no, because you know I got zombied lately.
Is it because you can't kill a zombie? They keep coming back. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, I got zombied. I got zombied
See,
this week.
I actually thought you would appreciate it because, like, I feel like, yeah, it says right now, getting zombied is the new dating trend people are calling worse than ghosting. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, explain this one to me.
so we would always say, like, if I start talking to somebody, let's first whatever, and then like they just don't reply to your text, like you're getting ghosted. And we've had those conversations, right?
Yeah.
But what they're saying is even worse than ghosting, and it's like more prevalent now, is the zombied, where the person just keeps coming back only to like die again. Like
Wait.
to ghost you again. Which, to be honest, like I didn't know that I'd already lived this. Like,
Oh, like they'll come back and they'll say
yes,
like one thing.
they'll come
and
back
then
from the dead, like meaning a zombie. So they ghosted you. These people are ghosting you, aka zombieing you.
Oh
because-
shit! I got zombied, didn't I?
Yeah,
You did?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
you got zombied.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
You
Never
came
heard
back
that
from the
one.
dead.
So wait, it's not persistent. It's just there's a delay and then there's a return. There's a resurrection, so to speak.
So Jeff,
There's-
let me lay this out.
There's a
I'm
ghosting.
still
There's a ghosting, Jeff.
yeah,
You message me, I don't reply.
yeah.
Couple weeks go by, months go by, in
Does that
batches.
to me all the time.
In Batch's case, years, decades go by, and then you come out because it's one Mercury retrograde. We'll just put that plug in for my zodiac peeps. We're back in the studio,
noted.
Mercury retrograde.
Yeah.
And then you get the message from the person, like, so they ghosted you, but now they're back, and then they're
Yeah.
gonna die again, ghost you. So
I really get
Right.
zombied the other day.
you
got
totally got
You
zombied.
definitely
Yeah.
did.
So there was this girl, right? She lived in my house for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Her stuff is still upstairs. And she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Blah blah blah. She's like,
I'm
Let's
trying to get a
talk.
hold of you. You're on a radio show. Blah
Yeah, yeah.
blah blah.
Yeah.
You're so
and I'm
great.
like, it's actually a podcast, but whatever. So I'm like, "Hey, I'm in a meeting." I wasn't. I just wanted to have enough time to text Danielle and Lyndsey. And she's like,
Danielle, he has to go to the
"Sure, like,
Queens
yeah,
first.
like no,
Yes.
like no problem, whatever." And then I called her and never heard from her again. Zombied. That's
Yeah,
zombies.
so you got zombie.
It's similar to ghosted, I guess. It's just
Yeah, but like a ghosting is you never hear from them again,
yeah.
Yeah.
which for me never happened.
So is this like a zombie?
People
on its
that ghost
way to
me
ghosting?
always
so
come
we don't know
back.
if she's gonna reach out again or.
Oh, she'll reach out.
You only
like,
get zombied, not ghosted.
yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
probably for your 50th.
We've
just-
gone into multiple
There's just-
reasons
there's just-
why.
Yeah,
So she'll be back.
50th.
Well, I get 2
There's
years.
just a
get 2
hiatus.
years,
I will
so-
be at your 50th.
Yeah, I
I
mean, I don't know if I should be like flattered that they keep coming back or if it's
well, no, she was just
Just
coming
to hook
back
up.
for money or whatever.
Or
That's
places
what
yeah,
it is.
Stay.
your people are coming back
I'd
for
be
money.
flattered.
My people are
You'd be flattered
Good
if someone
people
came for money.
coming back.
Oh no. If it went 6 months and you know,
A
and
little-
then all of a sudden
little
a phone
indie.
call, it's like whoa.
I think it depends on how it ended too.
All right. knocked
it ended in a ghost. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
so-
Like,
And then a zombie return.
And
Exactly.
zombie return.
and then it's
Yeah.
like, when are they going to come back again?
Right.
Got it.
So what you're saying is we need to shoot these people in the brains.
Like, is that what it is? Zombies is in the brains? Like,
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't watch Walking Dead. No,
I don't
no.
either.
I don't either.
In the brains. You gotta shoot them in the
I mean, I think you always just tell me like block.
No, block doesn't work.
I know, because I told you like block's kind of like a subliminal
'Cause they'll
like
call you from a
turn on
different
for
number?
people.
No, what you need to do is you need to say, listen, I know you just reached out to me, but
What do you
If-
want?
if you I know you either want this or that. If you ever reach out to me again, I'm just gonna tell you what an asshole you are. Just have to like just be like horrible to them. That's the best way to get rid of people. Blocking doesn't work. So you can unblock.
Doesn't work on me.
Batch,
gotta burn
I'm like,
the bridge.
this is how Batch tells me all my relationship starts. He's like, all you have to do is be really terrible to Lyndsey, and then she's really into it.
No, we're not
She
talking about
comes
Lyndsey. These aren't
chasing.
Lyndsey rules. We're talking about normal people,
Normal people.
not psychotic.
Who is us?
You
Yeah.
know, not psychotic.
Well, we were
That's mean.
talking about at the bar with your friend earlier. We were talking about how he's like, oh, you know, I broke up with my whatever 8th grade girlfriend. I kicked her to the curb.
No, that's way more complicated.
And then now we're married. And I said to Danielle, Danielle, see, that's like what happens. Women feel like you rejected them, and it just makes you want them even when we don't.
No,
we
it's not
don't.
that. Do you want me to spin a very romantic yarn, if you will? I can tell you the whole story.
No, I mean, that story is probably romantic. What we were just saying
Yeah,
is
you don't want to hear a success story.
no. This is about disasters. Do you know what show we do here?
Yeah.
I will say though, he gave me. If you ever really love a girl, right, and you're in like college or high school, you'll let them go for a while, and then you're nice to them, and then reconnect later. That's what he did. He
It's
knew
meant
he
to
liked
be.
her.
I mean, if they're meant to be, they'll come back. If
He
not,
knew.
they
He knew. He knew.
If you love something, let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if it
he
comes
had.
back,
To,
it's
he had to
meant
sow
be.
his oats. She had to sow her oats. They got back together later. That's all it is. That's the whole story. They've been together for years.
And I think like that's great. And like a perfect world if you find that person in 8th
Yeah.
grade.
But then,
Yeah.
isn't
Very
there?
Yes, but like
rare.
what
Isn't
if
there some
what if you're
animosity?
like you and there's no one good from 8th grade?
I'm
like-
fucking damaged.
It's like, oh, I let her go.
Everybody
I
is.
don't know. I let her go and she effed my best friend and effed one of my friends and this and that. You know,
Oh, we're not gonna get into that.
Jeff
I can tell you the
clearly
whole
has
story
some
about it.
baggage here.
I don't, but I'm just saying.
No, but like,
I've thought about this and I built my whole, not today, more going back. You know, I built my whole ideology as far as relationships around these situations, these hypothetical type of situations.
about getting effed over.
About getting effed over. And it's like a defense mechanism almost, you know what I mean? And I built it and,
Well, that's probably why you're single, you know.
well, who said that?
No. Jeff's
Let's say,
partnered.
wait,
Jeff,
There's a reason we're
Jeff's
friends. 'Cause we're both
partnered.
weirdo. We've all been
Yeah.
screwed over, you know.
I have a very
All
loyal.
been zombies.
Oh, no, you're not single. You have a
significant
very
other.
yes.
And
Yes,
and
he's
he's
partnered.
a very good guy.
he lets Jeff be who Jeff is.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, I thought you meant Jeff.
Yeah. Sucks he's,
They're both named Jeff.
sucks he's stronger than me.
No, I think actually the way you describe your partner, she seems very nice.
I think if you can find a partner that is willing to accept that you probably go worst case scenario first as a way to protect yourself, then they've gotten to know you, right? They know where you're going to go.
All right, let's move on. This seems real.
Okay, this is real.
Real.
Let's go trash
Hitting a
can
nerve.
versus recycle.
Oh, okay. Which one did we get?
It seems neurotic, but I
Okay.
mean, it's necessary.
Trash can
Quit-
versus
Quit telling me
recycle.
real things, Jeff.
I did my homework on my research on this one as
Okay.
well. There was a little spin-off from like the zombied, how like people keep coming back and people were putting like hashtag recycle. And for the longest time, my girlfriend and I
For
have
the longest.
made this.
Isn't it Abba Day? We should recycle on Abba Day.
No, it was Earth Day.
No, it's Abba Day.
I know, but like, remember Earth Day? I was going to a wedding on Earth Day and I was going to pick up trash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun time
Can I
for
tell
a
my joke?
hot minute. Sure.
Why do little girls love Earth Day? It's the only
I
day
don't-
that it's the only day people don't mind
Here.
picking up trash.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey now.
Oof.
Okay.
All right. On that note,
Why
Like,
don't-
thank God I'm from Barica.
Yeah.
There was
Well, I
this,
don't
like-
want to know that joke.
there was
but-
this conversation piece, and my best friend and I, for the longest time, would say like, "Oh, you're hitting up the trash can again. You're hitting the recycle bin," and it was just like, you know, you dial up the comfort person,
Yeah.
and you know, hang out with them. So I'd be like, "Oh, you're back in the recycle bin. You're digging in the recycle bin." So the other night, I decided to. By other night, I mean like a couple weeks ago. Decided to play this fun game called Trash Roulette. And so what you do is like on those dating apps, you know, like when you don't really talk to someone, well, you don't know about, it kind of goes into your archives. So what we decided to do as an experiment was go into the
It's like folk festival day now.
100, yeah. You guys probably do this.
It's like folk festival. You run into everybody you've ever run into.
Yeah, and then you decide to go home
True.
with someone again that you've already been with.
Okay, gotcha.
So there's these old archive messages, which is like people that you just volleyed the whole hi to, and it just
Yeah.
like didn't go anywhere. So you take the first like 20, 25, and you just write hey to all of them, and then you just see which person replies out of your trash can or AKA recycle bin.
You just write hey.
Okay.
Yeah, just like a way to
So
like
you zombie them all, pretty much.
no, because then like I actually did go out.
Wait, how would
It's a
Callie say that?
contest.
Hey.
Hey.
And you kind of just see where it goes.
Yeah.
What is a gay horse eat?
But you like
What?
go out.
Hey.
You're just waiting for the censor.
Yeah.
Waiting.
As long as it's no.
So, have you guys ever dived into the recycle bin, aka
Yeah, it's like
trash
my
can?
whole post-divorce life. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I've pretty much hooked up with everybody I ever hooked up with at least twice.
You have to make sure it's, done.
Like you go out, you break up, and then you're like, a couple months later, you just do it again.
I like how you said, Danielle, you have to like make sure until it's done, because all I could think about was the last Vanderpump Rules episode when James Kennedy's talking to Lala,
Are those the people that went to jail?
and he says something about like the size of his package, and she's like, oh yeah, like the really small one, and he's like, no, you came back, and she's like, oh, I was a
Yeah.
returning customer.
Yes.
That's what.
That's who they are, right?
Returning
They all went to-
customers.
They all went to jail, right?
No,
No.
Who am I thinking of?
I have no idea
have no
what TV
idea.
shows you're
Jamie
watching.
Kennedy? Is that who you just
James
mentioned?
Kennedy.
James Kennedy. I'm Vanderpump Rules.
DJ. James
DJ
Kennedy.
James.
He's so sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay, so no one likes the idea of trash roulette. You're against it?
No, you do it all the time. It's great.
Like in your phone.
I think it's just a comfort thing. I think that's
you
why
like
keep going
Bachelor
back.
goes home tonight and he's like, let me go through the
Oh
contacts.
no, I wouldn't do that.
Right.
No. Like people will reach out. Like so, I wouldn't do it. But if somebody reached out, like somebody I hadn't seen in a long time, they're like, "Hey, you want to get together?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get you."
Okay, no, see, but like the difference about this is like I had no real conversation with them, and we
But
did.
you're the instigator of the trash.
Yeah, I'm the trash woman, I guess.
So I'm like the
The driver of the
recipient.
trash truck.
yeah.
I mean,
You're the trash man, and I'm like the trash can.
What are you, Oscar the
On
Roach?
Seinfeld,
Like,
they say, the first person to reach out loses in the dating game, right? That's
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first
yeah.
person to reach out loses the.
The power, because I do
Right.
that every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, because like somebody's like, "Hey, you want to get together?" I'm like, "I haven't seen them all." Like, I can either choose to do
Yeah,
it or not to choose.
I think
it.
that's a little childish.
but do you think it's like a little bit of desperation? Like people want somebody, so they're just like, I'm gonna go back to.
Well, see, that's what I think the whole zombie thing is, and like the whole ghosting thing. Like Bash and I would talk about this. Like, if someone stops talking to you and then they like come back, like let's say like every 2 months for like I don't know, a year or something like
Right.
that, I'm like, clearly, I just feel like it's not because you realize you messed up and like you miss me and you love me and you want to be with me. It's because you swiped and all these people are terribly ugly, not interested into you,
Right.
and now I'm just the bottom of the barrel. Like that's
Right.
not flattering.
No.
I have a story.
I do too.
Okay.
I need
bring it.
to
So let's
just
go back.
abuse you guys of some. Anyway,
Some
go
trash roulette, please.
Okay,
Beth.
go ahead.
All right, so-
Enlighten
ahead.
us.
Go ahead.
Back in whatever it was, a bunch of years ago, 2009, 2010, whatever. I was dating this girl, and she was kind of cool. Like I liked her, and she had a name. But I was also dating a bunch of other people. I've known a lot of people with the same name. So we had like a 3, 4, 5, 6 week relationship. She took me to a St. Patrick's Day parade up in Manchester. I got freaked out by the midgets on the bicycles, on the unicycles, and I had to leave. So, but
We've already talked about it.
I know, but so I don't know. Like she one night she's like, "Hey, like we've been dating for a while. I want to know if this is going to be serious or not." And I'm like, "I don't know. I've only known you for like 3 or 6 weeks." I'm like, "I don't know yet."
Okay, first off, that's not like spoiler alert. You like have moved in with people in a shorter amount of
Yeah,
time.
that was after. So I'm like I don't know. Like she's like, "Well, I want a commitment right now." I'm like, "I'm not giving her a commitment right now." Like we broke up. And I kind of wish I had maybe taken it.
Pursued it.
Yeah, and then a couple, like maybe a year, like 6 months later, we had a night because we recycled each other, and I'll tell you what, that recycling was fucking awesome.
It's hot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you come back together after like a good trash dumping.
She was, and so the problem is though, is like I remember her first name, don't remember her last name. So I've got like all these people on my phone with the same names, like 6 of them. I don't remember which one she is. So I don't really.
So you never heard from her again?
Well,
Just say
because
hey to all of them.
I'd reach out to her, but I don't remember her last name, which I probably should because we slept together a bunch of times. Like I don't remember her last name.
Well, if she's watching this now.
She's not gonna watch this, but like I think Duke might know her last name. But like whatever happened, like, but it's like it's one of those things where it was like I would have liked
to the one that got away. Please call us.
No.
Please call us. We're having a moment tonight.
She had really
That's
good
the
fashion
tissues.
sense, and she liked good parades. But like,
And she liked good parades.
but she was. I would have like we recycled, and it would have been great. And like when we recycled, I was like, I want to call her again. When I went to call her, didn't save her last name into my phone, and I had too many of the same like names. In
Okay,
my
I'm
phone.
not gonna lie here. Am I the only one here that is so sick of the low effort? Call every single one.
I was just gonna say,
like call them.
If you were
like
really interested,
this is
yeah,
like what I
you would've called
don't
everyone.
love about guys. Like you are so lazy. Like if I block you, I want an airplane like message. Find me, call me. If you're not doing it, then you don't really love me. You don't want to be with me. I mean nothing to you. So
All right.
I should just be done.
So I'm a little embarrassed right now, but I kind of never thought of that.
If you block it,
Because text messaging was a thing then. You could have just texted them all and been like,
I never thought of that.
wait a minute. If
You
you,
know?
said if you block somebody, you want them to.
and then if it wasn't her, you just delete the number.
Jeff, let's not get into my own personal issues.
Yeah, well,
My love
clearly-
language of blocking
That
me and
makes
not
sense.
wanting
No,
me.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
You want the guy to be
The what?
The
devoted.
girl with the big butt.
I mean, I
from
think like if
behind
I'm
the
going
bar,
away and I
she'll just
ask,
wait
can you
and
give me a
then
ride to
she'll
the
take
airport? Is that too much to ask
even
nowadays?
talk about
No,
her.
but
Oh, yeah.
well,
The
that's a
mind
whole
all.
different story. If I block you, you want the guy to try to circumvent the block, and it sounds like you want a stalker.
No, the block is stupid.
Okay,
Don't
Jeff.
block somebody.
Jeff's saying that I want a stalker. We've already.
You love. Your dream guy is somebody that puts you in a box. Oh my God, I love being stalked.
Just
and
so you know,
abducted.
this
No, but I think
this
there
podcast is brought to you by Chris Doherty Property.
is some truth to that.
He
But
Does
it's
he know
also-
that?
That's a fine line. too, I
Doherty
think, you know what I
Properties
mean?
has the land where they'll be finding my dead body.
Girls want to be sought after heavily, but
I'll tell you this.
But there's a
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Mike Batchgalupo. If you like the girl in the mustard-colored shirt,
No.
all you have to do
You
is
can get
say,
creepy. I wouldn't go.
all you have to say is, put the lotion in the basket, and she will love you forever.
Oh.
And drive around her block several times a night.
Oh my God.
You are. You're
Yeah, I
like.
know.
You're like. What's that movie? I can't remember.
A movie.
That's your thing. Put the lotion
That's
in the basket.
not my thing. I'm sorry. Maybe I've just gone out with a bunch of dudes that have like very low effort and energy. I'm the one that's
Yeah.
always putting in so much. That how good am I to a guy?
You're good, but it's a little.
Too
You know.
much.
Excessive to people that are not giving me anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just.
Don't act like you wouldn't love the things that I do.
I wouldn't mind a new watch.
Can you stop? Let the watch go. I'm so aggravated right now.
What's that about?
So
Go ahead. Tell the story. I don't
now
care.
I'm not going to tell a story.
No, oh man,
The thing
I
is,
want to hear it.
go ahead.
So she went away with this
I
dude,
have
right?
no shame in it.
And this dude sucked, by the way. He sucked. And he.
Where'd you go?
But this is her instinct. She's like, he lost his watch because he was like a weirdo.
No.
It's her immediate instinct was like, let me buy you a replacement watch. And she met this guy like 6 times. I'm like, don't do that. Like, what are you doing? Don't buy this guy a watch. He's not watch worthy.
Okay, here's the cheat sheet here. Clearly, now that we know the word, I was being zombied by somebody who was very clear with me that they didn't see a future, but then just kept coming back and whatever. Asked me to go to San Diego. We've talked about this on every single podcast. I really don't want to talk about him anymore. He's a fine guy. I just don't care. I don't care. But like, I have no shame in this. I had a great time with him. We're not together. We're not romantic. We came back home and he's like, I can't find my watch. And I felt horrible because
That
I
guy
knew
sucked.
that this
He
watch
sucked.
meant a lot to him. So I might have spent like 12 hours looking on every like Google website to try to find this watch because I wanted to make him happy and get him the watch.
Jeff, I have a question. What's the worst thing you could drink at Brothers? If you're a guy.
Boy, you know what? I don't want to say this.
This is random. Okay.
What's the one I saw everybody drinking? Magners?
Really? I like.
I haven't.
I
Had
can't
it in a
drink
long
anymore.
time.
Can we just pause for 1 second?
No.
What is so bad about me wanting to be a nice person?
I think
to
he's
do?
like a truly guy. This guy's like
Nothing.
a truly guy.
Oh, truly?
He
I like it
wasn't.
just because I'm trying to
He was
cut,
not a
cut the
truly
weight a little bit.
Oh, is that what he drank? Truly?
Just
No,
such
he
a-
didn't.
Puñeta.
You know what? Buy Jeff a watch. He's
I would buy
truly-
Jeff a watch.
He, and he would
It
accept
was
it.
so funny how you interrupted her
I was
profound
like, where are we
story.
going with this?
It's not a
I'm
profound
just
story.
saying, like,
I
what's
actually
the
feel bad for
weakest
people that are
thing you could-
listening because this is an overkill story. And honestly, the story is just me wanting to be nice to a guy, and that's it.
Yeah.
Too nice.
But there needs to be reciprocity.
Oh, that I can't say it right now, but that's a good word.
That's a good word.
Let's move on.
And if he sounds like
right.
he was a douche to you, so why would
Oh,
I-
can we do ethically non-monogamous?
Can you hold on
Yes.
1 second? Pause for 1 second.
Sorry.
Okay, but I feel this way strongly, Jeff. Just because someone does me dirty or is a douche to me, like, I'm not going to do that to them.
you don't
like-
respond in kind?
No, because I was like, I know this is like making me super old school, but like I was raised that like
But why would you
you
not,
do to others what you want them to do to you. So I'm always hoping that they'll come back and be like,
But if he's gonna act like that, why would you not? You tell
Wait.
me what, zombie or ghost? And I don't know. I'm still unacquainted with zombie.
I have a sidebar right here. Can you repeat that question that you just said? Oh, that statement you said, do unto others it, whatever.
I do to people what I would want.
Treat
them to
people
do
how
me.
you want to be treated.
So I have a question about this. Now, I haven't been married for a long time. Well, probably like a long time.
You're married? I didn't even know.
Oh, yeah, I was married.
Jeez,
That's-
gosh, I thought we were homies.
Jeff, that's a great story. I'll
All
tell you
right.
after.
All right.
So
Get your guns ready.
I think one of the things I'm very disappointed to hear about is that men get married to their women's, right? And then the blowjobs stop.
Well, that's why I'm never getting
Jeez.
married.
Doesn't everything stop once you get married, pretty much?
No, I would be
that's-
like,
You know what?
That's-
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. That's our trap.
Yeah.
That's our trap.
I think that's so
Yeah.
wrong.
That's why I'm never getting married.
I'm like, I enjoy, the word I can't say. And like, I'm not going to
Why?
stop after I get married. Like, but why did that happen? It's just, it's a,
Do you want to know the real reason?
yeah.
Because you guys become just as lazy. All the things that you were doing to pursue us, chase us, make us want you, you stop doing. It's an equal business transaction
I
here.
don't know.
No, there's some-
You
I don't know,
are
it's something more
subtracting
than
yours.
No, there's
We
some
are
truth to
taking our power back too. Right, Danielle?
Right, exactly. Like, did you and
Thank
your
you.
wife still go on dates when you guys got married?
No, she was a widow.
Yeah, they went on dates. She just went on the date with the neighbor.
The passion has to wither. The passion withers at some point. You know what I mean?
Nice
I
job.
think you have to work at it. You know, it shouldn't.
But man,
You know,
Yeah,
but you have
Yeah,
to
but
keep
that's
it fresh.
universal.
You have
That
to do
doesn't happen.
things.
But I was gonna say, in fairness, I think that's both, right?
yeah.
And then like it gets to a point where I call the old business transaction. Like I need something done around the house, so like I'll give you what you want to get what I want.
But then it gets to the point. I think a lot of married people sleep in separate bedrooms because it's like, oh, you want to watch your show,
Oh,
I
that's
watch
a
my
great
show,
idea.
and then you snore. So then it's
I think people that are married, like I would get married and happy, but I want my own house. I don't want to live with
Well, I was gonna say
Then why get
actually,
married?
it's
Why do
becoming
you need
more
to get married then?
common
because
that
you're like, we're gonna be like,
yeah, but you can be together without being married. I mean, if you don't have kids, I just don't feel like what's the point?
oh god, fucking kids. Ugh.
No, I'm saying just at our age now, like why I wouldn't need to get married right
I
now.
said that to my poor
Like,
dad.
what's
right?
the point?
My poor dad, like I love she's a very nice woman. She's a very nice woman, but dad had it made. I'm like, Dad, why are you gonna ruin this? How you like just get married but live in separate houses? Like
Just be together and don't have to get married at all. Just like
he
be
has like
together.
he has this upstairs
That's-
sanctuary, and then he
What's the
descends into the
difference?
world of chaos. It's just weird, right? Like
The
I don't know.
institution of marriage is something is sacrosanct, I think. And
Yeah, but if you want to be together, just live separately. But I don't.
And I
that'd
think
be
it's-
kind of weird.
I think it's withered away a little bit because it used to be necessary for economic purposes. I think.
Yeah.
why are you being so smart, Jeff? Come on.
yeah, I mean Danielle,
No,
that
but I
was
Teach her a little high. Let's talk
Danielle,
about
that was like back when we weren't
talk about
doing
EBT.
paychecks or anything for women.
Yeah, we just cooked and cleaned and
Oh, those are the days.
had babies. I
Yeah.
guess that's what they did.
You know what? I would not want to be married to a 50s like housewife. Hey, what'd you do all day? Nothing. I don't work.
Didn't
They
take
cook,
care
they
of-
clean, they.
That would have been boring.
Well, you're not gonna like that, but I had that with a firefighter. so.
Didn't Lucy and her husband have
You-
separate beds?
bullshit. You
That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of
You
those
were
shows
not a
back then, they
housewife.
all slept in separate
No, I
beds.
mean like a firefighter is a housewife. I came home and I was like, "What'd you do all day?" Didn't work.
Yeah, they only no, like so firefighters work like 3 days.
Firefighters like chill out on getting the hate on this.
No, but they all have second jobs though. They all do wallboarding, don't they?
What the hell's wallboarding?
Like wallboarding, is that the right word?
I don't know.
Or like they have a second job.
Like construction or something?
Yeah, that's what. Doesn't every fireman have a second job and they hide all the income?
Don't.
Second job in marriage.
You'll have to have firefighters on the show to ask
Yeah,
them, I guess.
second job was sleeping at home in the hammock. I don't know. Check it out.
So, all right.
But I really
not
don't want
gonna
any
do the whole-
firefighter hate because
it's
I
kinda
love a
weird, but-
firefighter.
Jeff, you know where I wanted to go with that? Like the whole fire, like a bunch of guys sleeping together. I'm not gonna even go there.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like we're gonna
Sleeping in the same house.
We're gonna take
Yeah,
a
it's a little weird. Like,
yeah.
you know, whatever.
All right, you wanted the ethically non-monogamous, yes or no?
What is that? What does that mean?
What do you mean? Like you're a highly educated person.
Ethnically, I'm confused about that. Ethnically, I know those words, but
Either I or
I'm
I
trying to figure it
don't
out.
think
I don't know.
there's no other way to do it.
Ethnically
You
non-monogamous.
can't be ethnic. Is it ethically or
It's
ethically?
ethically.
Oh, I thought it was ethnically.
Ethnically. I was like, I thought
Ethnically,
non-monogamous.
it looks like an N.
ethically non-monogamous would be
Ethically?
labeled.
Ethnically
Ethnically.
non-monogamous.
I don't
I'm
know.
just joking. I'm just trying to mess with you.
But
I don't know.
what's the question with that?
Are
Okay,
you,
so
Lyndsey? Are you ethically non-monogamous?
I know you're just bringing this up because the Bahamas, like, but chill, okay, bro.
I'm
Jeff.
talking about swingers. Swingers here.
Okay, so a lot of the dating apps now, everyone's putting like the abbreviation for it, ENM, or just writing I'm in an ethically non-monogamous relationship, or they're like I'm partnered with an asexual person looking for somebody else.
There's no such thing as an asexual. That's stupid. But
I have a
anyway,
question.
go on.
What does
So these
asexual
people-
mean again?
They're not, like, they're not
They
being
don't
physical.
have sexual feelings.
They're not being physical with you, so that's why these people are seeking
That's
out
The only,
people.
Is
the
that
only
mostly
asexual
married people?
person is dead.
You know what?
So then they're mostly married people?
Yeah, right. Well, no, they want to have sex. They just don't want to have sex with you. That's not asexual. That's like
So
Well.
what these people are saying on the app is that they're partnered with somebody, but their partner knows. That's why it's ethical.
So
So
you're
wait.
cheating on your partner.
But your partner is okaying it. That's why it's ethical.
So you're
Okay.
with somebody, but you're asexual. Is that
no,
correct?
I'm just saying
no.
there
I
are some
think I get
asexual
this.
people
I think
there.
I get this.
It's
Like,
saying I'm with somebody, but my partner is cool with me dating.
So it's like an
other
open
people.
relationship.
Yes, that this is now just more like the coin's term of like.
no, I think I understand
This is
like
ethically because my partner is saying it's okay, so it's ethical. I don't want
So-
you to feel like you're
this is like
doing
you,
anything wrong.
So this is like you married some
That's
woman, right?
strange.
You think she's awesome, she's cool, she's got a lot of money or whatever, but like I just don't want to have sex with her anymore. So like you can go do whatever you're gonna do. I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do. It's kind of it's not the worst idea ever. Like you guys are partners, but to get your like nut off, you just do it somewhere else.
So what if you end up developing feelings for one of the people that you're...
But like, see, that's a risk with
I mean,
anything,
that's
and
true.
I even like Jeff and I
Yeah.
had this conversation.
So why put
off
that
the record
risk?
about how there was people on the dating apps that are
I
like
couldn't do it.
looking for third parties, threesomes, and I was like,
Yeah.
I would never be able to handle that because if I was
Well, when
act-
I go out, I always like to have at least a third party because two parties just isn't.
I love the threesomes conversation. We did.
It's just so
But-
collegey
it
to
was
me. I
it
feel
was
like
a productive
that's-
conversation.
No,
Jeff, you got to move
threesomes.
closer. We
threesomes
need to
suck.
talk about this.
Threesome sucks. Somebody's
Well,
always not fun.
I think if you have a solid relationship, that threesome would not be a
Yeah,
good
I think
idea.
I think, and I've talked to a lot of most of the people I've talked to about threesomes have been erotic dancers, and most of them have had threesomes, and I think that if you're in a relationship with somebody and you have a threesome, there's bound to be, it's almost inevitable that there's going to be jealousy involved at some point, you know.
No, you just don't
Right.
involve the person you're in a
And
relationship
like
with.
I thought what you said about it earlier was very funny about the guy wants to have a threesome and said, oh well, I know this other dude, Stan, or whatever.
Yeah.
The guy doesn't want to have a threesome. Let's be honest.
The tune
Exactly.
changes very fast.
But like I also said that like there's a difference between a guy being into like watching two girls like kissing, making out, whatever, than having an actual threesome. I'm not into like watching my partner be with somebody else. Like then why am I with my partner? Like that doesn't turn me on. And then I'd be like, oh, well, he likes her better. It would be way too insecure and jealous. And I think it's a problem.
I really can't picture you being insecure at all.
And for the guy, he's bound to be more into the other chick, even if she's less attractive to him, because it's something new. Guys are often into variety. And
I think girls are into that too. Like girls get bored
probably,
too. Like,
probably too.
Everything.
The woman is like subjectively here, but yeah.
You know who likes to get down? Fucking women do, man.
No.
They do. Like people think like everybody always talks about like from the men's perspective, but women like to get down.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you. So the other part that Jeff and I brought up, I brought up to Jeff was I said, well, there's one community that wants to get down on this, and it's the gay community. So like
that's
my gay friends have said like they go on there and they say partnered, but they're going through the apps and they're looking for somebody else to engage with them and their partner. But my friend said, like, things are different in the gay community in the fact that the people that are looking for these threesomes or these experiences are looking for something specific to be done. They're not like, oh, hey, I'm looking for a side piece. Like, oh, hey, I'm looking for someone to continue see. It's usually like a one-time.
They're much more sexually liberal.
Yeah,
open,
like there's like no shame in it.
You gotta assume that. Right?
So this is my theory on that, because
but that doesn't mean it's better. Huh? That means
you just
got
worried about my theory, didn't you?
I didn't even hear your theory.
You're like, oh, here we go.
No, I'm just the threesome thing.
I think that because folks that are gay or lesbian, whatever, well, same thing, right? So like, they've been so marginalized, they've been able to like express what they actually mean. And I think they're a lot more honest about it. Yeah, I think a lot of what they talk about, if we looked at what they're saying, like you can have a relationship, like I said, like you're married to this man or woman that you love to death, and you want to be a partner with them, you want to do this and that with it. The last thing you want to do is like,
they can probably be more honest about it.
Yeah, like the last thing you want to do is like pound some shit, right? So like you can just go out and if you just get that, get your nut satisfied, you can be happy in your marriage. You can set up that relationship on the side. Like, I think there are so many ways people can have relationships that you can't put it in little boxes, no pun intended. But like, just like, I think if you're open to everything, I think that's the happiest way to be. Yeah. Like maybe you do this, maybe do that. Like maybe there's a little bit of this, maybe there's a little of that. Like whatever. Like just let people do what they're gonna do, and you're a little like be not liberal about it, but accepting.
I think the point they're missing, though, is that marriage largely sacrifice.
Yeah, of course it is. Mm-hmm. But it's also a contractual relationship. Like, so whatever you agree to, that's what you agree to. Yeah. Like if I'm like, hey, we're gonna get married, but like I get to do this, you get to do that. Like that's what it is. It's a contractual relationship between two people, and whatever works for them, whatever makes you happy, that's cool. Like you got like gay men that have been married to straight women and vice versa for years, and they have children and they do this and that, but every now and then they get their satisfaction. Is that bad or good? No, it's as long as everybody's happy, that's all that matters.
I know, but I guess like for me, I'm saying that sounds all well and good, but like I'm not happy if my partner's doing that.
Well, yeah, because everything's about you. We're not talking about real. We're just talking about like how.
Okay, Danielle, would you be happy if your partner was doing that or wanting that?
But I would think that we have to be on the same page. Like, I'm not gonna be like, go ahead and do that. Like, no, I mean, you have to mutually agree. Like, if that's
We're not supposed to talk.
I'm allowed to talk about Danielle's opinions. If she would be fine with being involved.
No, I personally would not. I would not. No.
Not trying.
No,
I'm going to use the term for Danielle.
Do you know how long it's been since I've seen a triangle, Jeff?
No, I mean, to each his own. I mean,
And that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, my friend's talking about it. I'm all for it. Right. Anyone here wants it, it's fine.
Might not work for me.
I would not be able to have a partner that I would go with it.
No.
Could I date somebody and they're like dating other people? Sure. I feel like that's happening every single day.
Right.
But I
couldn't do it. I'm too jealous.
I don't want to be involved in like watching. Like that's not something that's going to be interesting.
Really? The watching thing, I don't really get.
So you need exclusivity.
Yeah, I'd be like, bleh.
But what if you? This
Dax plays this game, but he's actually very traditional.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't care.
Know,
he's very mushy and traditional.
Listen, when I've had relationships with women that are married, like that's fine because I can only the other person's husband. I don't mind about that. Yeah. But like generally, like I don't want to. Like I need exclusivity. Yeah, I like it.
He wants to be loved.
Even if it was with a girl.
Let me throw this.
Killed it. Danielle killed it.
Let me throw this log in the
I
fire.
love it.
What if you don't?
Listen, if you're gonna throw a log in the fire, it better be a big log.
That's a big. What if you don't care too much about her, and it's just a casual type of?
So that's
No
not really,
casual with
I
the
really
cash.
can't. I can't do casual.
Really?
I kind of.
No.
Jeff's not listening to anything.
I have
It's
to.
over
I
there,
actually
so.
have to like the girl to be able to.
You're an old school romantic, sir.
Yeah, I'm just 51 years old. And,
I think they call that a sapiosexual.
what?
We'll save that for another time.
That's a good ending. End on
You gave me,
sapiosexual.
you gave me
Sapiosexual.
a door to open up, but I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Yeah.
And
Well,
exercise
Sapiosexual.
restraint.
yeah, exactly.
Is it just like monogamy?
No, it's like somebody that has to be like mentally or emotionally connected with somebody to be like sexually attracted to them.
Because you were talking about
Or I have to be on a lot of beer and other things.
you were talking about
No, I do have to have a connection with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you were also talking about
Or in Mexico.
you were talking about the component, a separate component of just getting your rocks off, and how that's separate from anything else.
Yeah, he's
separate.
talking about that, but like not for him.
No, there is a difference. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
he can talk to
I'm just trying to educate.
You're just trying to get through the weeds.
understand.
Yeah, I know. All right, Danielle, we'll let you pick one of them.
Can't read.
Worst reason for breaking up with somebody. That sounds like a good one.
The worst reason.
Oh, grab me one.
The worst reason.
Yeah. Something petty, something stupid.
I have one. I kind of regret it. This girl had a cluttered house.
Which one? Like the girl you went to pick up at her house and it was cluttered and you had to leave? The girl that you like probably let in your house and she cluttered it up?
No, it was
There's
a girl-
always clutter,
It was a
Danielle.
really nice girl. It
Yes.
was a really nice girl, and she had like 3 kids or 6 kids. I don't know. A bunch of stuff on the kitchen table, on the like everywhere. There was her kids' clothes were in the corner, and all I pictured was like, if this relationship goes anywhere, I'm gonna have to live in this house of like clutter, and it just scared the hell out of me. And she turned out like she was a really nice girl, and I probably should have just like let that go. And then,
But like a house cleaner?
oh no, she had a lot of kids. Like she was busy, and she was too busy being cool. Like
But that's what I'm saying. Like you could have just got a house cleaner. Like she probably would have thanked you.
I don't know what it was.
So
So
the,
your approach, like you really gotta phone a friend, like when you're finding these girls that you
but
think
you know,
are decent.
there must have been something underlining because I feel like she was a really good person or you liked her a lot.
Well,
That wouldn't have mattered.
she was a little old.
So there's other
yeah,
issues.
yeah.
you
Like
know.
let's get to the laundry list.
I don't really, women that are older than me, like, I feel like I'm an immature person. So when you date somebody older than you, it's kind of like, it's not going to work.
I mean, mine are like why I stopped talking to people are really petty. I think like most recently, Batch, I told you like
Android phones, bad Irish accents.
I'm not sure why we're bringing up the Irish accents.
That guy seems nice.
I'm sure he seems nice, but I also told him that we weren't talking about
So
him
West
tonight.
Coast accent, it's not co-op, by the way, so you're all right.
Well, I already said we weren't talking about him tonight because if we're talking about him, that means him and I are not talking. We're talking about petty reasons to break up with people, Jeff. I told you I broke up with Gatorade guy.
I got a petty reason. Their husband found out.
Well, okay, hold on. Jeff, did you just say blue Gatorade?
Was that it or red? Oh, Satan. He liked red. Yeah,
Thank you, Jeff.
I remember you told me that. Yeah.
Jeff, see, at least Jeff knows the way to my heart. It's not red Gatorade. That's for like
I
Satan.
thought it was red.
No, this
Red.
dude thought that blue Gatorade was the worst flavor, and I just have a
Oh,
problem with that.
that was the worst reason to break up with somebody.
That is pretty bad.
Your daughter
Gatorade?
knows that one.
I'm sure there was more to it. Than
She
red
calls
Gatorade.
him, what did she call him?
We had
Gatorade guy?
No, me and your daughter had an argument about what to call
What
it.
do you have for time?
Yeah,
Why
what
is
was
so
it?
bad?
We gotta watch the Bruins soon.
It was blue Gatorade guy, right?
Yeah.
Or Bad Gatorade. What did she name him? I don't know. She wanted to name him Gatorade guy.
Gatorade.
I mean, I phoned a friend just to see if I was being petty on this one, and Jackie confirmed.
You need to phone a friend?
Jackie confirmed. I thought I was maybe being over the top, that he was like coming down on me for blue Gatorade.
So which one of the housewives is Jackie?
Oh, Jackie, like if I had to pick a housewife.
How do you even know this girl? Like, you've had this friend Jackie for a while. She's like the...
Everybody knows how I know Jackie.
I don't know how you know Jackie.
Oh. It's like a story that I feel like everybody loves. I met her for
All right,
some
what have you been doing lately?
Oh my God.
laser.
Let me get those keys.
I met her like
I got pissed so
13
bad.
years ago.
You got those keys?
She was like just lasering.
Yeah, you told me that story.
Yeah. So she confirmed that anyone that doesn't like blue Gatorade, there's something wrong with them, and he said that his favorite was like red and yellow. And
But what if you don't like Gatorade at all?
I actually respect more that you don't like Gatorade than coming at me because I like blue Gatorade. Like, what?
Do you? Like, I don't drink.
Come on.
Do you drink Gatorade?
Gatorade, I used to.
I drink
I do.
water.
I like the blue Gatorade.
I like to make
Thank you, Danielle.
citrus
Yes.
cool.
Soulmate.
Like the guys that
Bit of
don't
Michael
get the
Jordan's
Ryan
favorite when I
Reynolds
was a
thing.
kid.
Like, what's
I
up
drink
with that?
water.
I don't know. I don't
Beer.
know.
Milk and coffee. That's it.
Okay, Betch, the other
Yeah, that's
reasons
about
though, we talked about this.
Tea? Sometimes tea.
You were calling
I
him
enjoy tea.
Yeah.
you were calling him new guy.
Oh yeah, new guy.
New guy was upset because he couldn't get a real name in my phone. Remember?
Oh yeah.
He was really upset that we were calling him new guy.
Do you remember the name I sent you? I'm like, Danielle, I found this name in my phone. Do you know who she is? A girl that will never amount to anything.
Yeah.
I sent these things to her all the time. Like, you know
That's
who
how
this is?
you have to start putting people's names, and then you would
Right.
remember them.
That's all I can remember. I'm like,
Yeah, girls don't have amount to
this
anything.
girl's name is Sarah, not that Sarah, but the other Sarah. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like, because when you're drinking, like, you
Right.
put the name
Sounds
in,
funny,
like,
but
or like, oh, Lyndsey, but not Lindsay, the other Lindsay. Like, you're a Lindsay
Yeah.
Nantucket, because I thought, like, you know, because you're like, I'm from
Why
Steve.
Nantucket?
Because I'm like, Lindsay, the first time I met her, I'm like, she seems like, I'm like, she's a nice girl. I don't think we're going to be friends, though, because I'm like, I'm from Seabrook, and like, well,
You're from Seabrook.
no, but like, if, like,
beach-wise.
I'm more like,
Yeah.
if
And
you,
I love a Salisbury, so he actually stereotyped the shit out of me. So
Wow.
that's his problem.
yeah, more Seabrook. She's like, I mean, come on,
You
it's like Martha's
judgmental
Vineyard,
bastard.
Nantucket, yeah. I was wrong.
Thank you for admitting that you were wrong on that one. Okay, so there's just two things to wrap up here. I really want to talk about the pear emoji. Batch, I know you're really into the emoji conversation. I wish Sheila was here.
What's the
Shout out to
pear emoji?
Sheila.
Is that a new
I
one?
love Sheila.
Love Sheila. Love me some Sheila. So I read an article that apparently on social media, apparently, if you're on social media, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, if you put a pear emoji in your profile, like that is telling the world that you're single, which means like message me, DM me, or like now if we know each other single, we can pair up. Meaning like they're trying to cut out the like need for dating apps.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that's too clever.
Okay.
It is actually really clever. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't like
World.
I wasn't horrified by it. I
Or on
actually
Instagram.
on all social media because like one like you if you're DMing someone you never know like are they single like
Right.
are
But
they
they can
married?
still put that anyway, and not.
I mean they
single.
could but like if you have a girlfriend
What if
she's
you
following
did
your
else? Does she
IG.
have to use a pomegranate?
I just want to
Pomegranate.
DM me.
Which is
Red.
either orange.
It's red.
An orange.
Oh, an orange. I didn't even think of that. You're not orange. That's not orange. That's red.
So the question is,
Don't insult your own hair.
let's say you
You're a
were
very good hair colorist.
Thanks, dude.
I mean you are on social media but like let's say you were like actually actively on social media would you put the pair?
No.
I mean Danielle doesn't want anyone talking to her ever so it's not gonna matter if it's a pair or not.
You know what it is? Danielle has walls.
Danielle's like, actually, I don't have
Walls.
Any way for you to contact
It
me?
opens up for like weirdos to be like, hey.
Okay, Danielle is so terrified of weirdos, and I'm like, but Danielle, how does anyone get to talk to you?
All right,
know.
so
They
I have
don't.
to say-
That's-
Book an
no, like,
appointment through me if you'd like to talk to
listen,
Danielle.
You have no idea. Like, you've never seen anybody. Like, I'm going to stick up for my friend here. I've never seen anybody get, like, hammered more by weirdos than Danielle does.
Thank you. Thank
Like,
you.
it is ridiculous what happens to this girl.
Thank
like,
you very much.
she is like, it's just,
Weirdo magnet.
She really, like, it's just ridiculous what happens to her.
How do you land two girls, the weirdo magnet and the douchebag magnet? Like, how does this happen? That's why he likes us, Danielle. He loves. Look at him grinning.
It's
No, I
entertaining.
mean-
He loves some
Entertaining.
entertainment. He loves a show.
No, but I'm so, man, you just, people say the wit, like, oh, your friend Danielle, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, they say something, the stuff they say to me, because, like, people know, like, we're just whatever. And it's, sometimes I just want to stab them in the fucking eyes. Like, I'm just like, don't say that about her.
Wow.
Like, really, it just kind of drives me crazy. Like, oh, your friend Danielle, you know, oh, you should really, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whatever. And, you know.
Good thing they don't. Good thing they don't. The good
Things I
thing they don't
can't
say
say.
that about me to you.
Oh, my God. No, it's just like,
Yeah.
so my thing is, I just tell people.
Thank
I'm like,
God he like sticks up for you. He just
Right.
gives my number and Facebook contact to everyone he knows.
no, I'm just like, oh, here you go. Here's your information.
That's how I get it.
There you go.
After every show,
And then
like
so one
10
time,
of Batch's friends like friend request me on Facebook, and I'm like, hey, Batch,
don't
you know
talk
this
about Callie that way.
Don't talk about
Callie.
him. And I'm like, hey, this person messaged me. Do you know them? He's like, yeah. Why would they message you? And he's like, yeah, it's fine. Just go out with them. He just pawns me off to his friends.
He's a good guy.
All right. Well, I guess we're wrapping up. The
Yes.
last thing I had to talk about was I did go to the Bahamas. I did talk.
Listen, when you talk about the elephant in the room,
I did talk to Batch. We did try out Bumble.
Hey, I know I'm a little overweight, but come on.
We did talk about
Listen.
Bumble in another country.
we had
Yeah,
the dating show.
it is a dating show. And yes, I did.
No, we had the dating show. You had the mask on. You picked Jeff. You didn't go on a date, but we've become friends with Jeff.
Yeah, we love Jeff.
She has an insatiable desire for me at this point.
I actually I became more friends with Jeff than
And I have
she
an
did.
insatiable desire for Batch.
Here I am about to talk about my
yeah.
Bumble
Wow.
dates on the dating show, and Batch is like, wait a minute. We got to get back to Jeff Costa.
Well, no, because
Right.
Jeff. So it
Jeff
turns out,
Costa.
Whoa, first
you know,
names only.
you know who Jeff's friends with? Sonny.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
did not know that.
you met Sonny tonight.
That's my Dundada.
I mean, you didn't introduce me, but okay.
I did. You were too busy doing whatever you do. Count
Staring
your-
in Jeff Costa's eyes.
Count your
Yeah,
Westwood
yeah.
pearls. I'm from Westwood. Count my
Longingly.
pearls.
Oh my God.
I went to the Bahamas. I'm totally kidding. You did not do any of that. Please don't get mad at me.
I love that you're scared of me, but like,
I am totally. Always be afraid of a mustard colored shirt. You know what I mean?
Okay.
he is obsessed with my wardrobe. It's concerning to me.
I wear white pants for like 6 months straight.
It is mustard.
I actually wear them like all year
I had
round.
a
I don't
Rolex hat that
I don't
was
go by
mustard
any
colored. I got
rules.
nothing but shit about it.
Yeah, that's
You
kind of
should.
Yeah.
All right, well, then I'm not even going to go into the Bumble talk. The Bahamas, we're good.
Yeah, I don't
We're
care
good to
about
go.
that. We'll
Yeah,
save
I
it for
know.
next time.
No, we don't need to. We'll keep it between us.
Oh no, we're gonna talk about it.
No, I mean, but Bumble in other countries is interesting. Good ride.
I'm
Maybe
sure
not.
you had a good ride.
All right, well, thank you
Yeah.
for joining us tonight. These three sign
you for
off,
having
you
me.
all. Beautiful people in my life. Thank you. Batch, don't stare them down like that.
I was looking.
Our viewers, yeah.
No, that's not what I was looking at.
Oh, you know what, guys? I think it's his new glasses.
Oh, yeah.
You like them?
Handsome AF.
Listen,
I'll tell you later.
can I give a shout out?
Of course. Is it
Riley
Chris
Riley
Doherty?
Cucci, not Riley Cucci. What's her married name? Panos, Teddy's wife.
Yeah.
Riley Panos. She's like, Bash, you need new glasses.
Oh, yes, you do.
I'm like, yeah, I know I do. She's like, I'm like, can you go to the store with me? She's like, no. She's just like, I'm like, what'd you do? Like, I took a picture of you. She's like, send me your thing. Like, she set the whole thing up. She got me glasses. She got the prescription, whatever. And these things are grand. So
If
Thanks
we
for-
could only clone Riley, that would be like the perfect person for you. That
Yeah.
caretaker. Like, you want that.
that's my fucking buddy's wife. Don't talk about her like that.
I'm talking.
She said clone her. She didn't
clone
say
her, like, because she's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I'm saying, if we could have another one of her for you,
Right.
No,
and thank you, Riley,
No, but
because
she
he looks
sticks out, like-
so much better.
Yeah, as long as she's barren though. I don't want babies.
Okay, Riley, I am so sorry. This took
that
a
note.
weird turn.
Yeah.
I was just trying to thank you for bringing my good friend here into 2023.
No, Riley takes care of me very well.
Thank you,
As
Riley.
well as my other female friends who I love dearly.
Yes.
Thank God for us, Danielle.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yes.
All right, Jeff
Cheers.
Costa, you're 1 in a million. Bachelor number 2. Thank you for coming back.
Pleasure.
Batch.
Mine.
Thanks for
So
always joining me.
listen,
Yes.
this whole thing with the whole dating show.
can't let it go.
No, it's like everybody's like Jeff, blah blah blah. I did not like him. Now I love this kid.
Yeah.
I'm
But
just saying.
you were the one who predicted her option.
Yeah,
right?
go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, she's easy to,
Bad poker face.
yeah.
No, why? You said on air. Why did I pick him?
Because he was, as a good person should do. He was trying to be entertaining.
I wasn't a tool bag.
He presented himself.
No, he
in a
did.
way.
He said you were straight up douche. He
Yeah,
didn't
but he
like
was.
you.
Oh.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
was trying to.
He was
You were trying to
mad
be
that I picked you.
entertaining.
I was trying to be not just entertaining, but I was
Trying to be funny.
It was it was a live show. I was trying to be funny.
That's what you don't.
Yeah, but as a man with a girlfirlriend, you did exactly what you were supposed to do,
yeah.
or whatever
Yeah,
she
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Is a
It turns out everybody on that episode had a girlfriend. If I remember.
dude. We totally frauded that whole episode.
I know.
It was such a sham.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I know.
but it
Thank
worked
you.
out for the best.
But-
So
Hey,
Yeah.
it was
the
good
people were
entertainment.
asking whatever happened to Jeff, and like Jeff. ended
Who's the
up-
people?
Yeah.
Who was it? Somebody I liked.
Our
One
900
person.
viewers.
No, one of our 900. It's more like 1,000 now. But like somebody's like, "What happened to Jeff?" I'm like, "We'll find out soon."
Jeff
So
is
there
still
you go.
here, and Jeff
Yeah.
is still around, and
Alive
Jeff's
and
in the, I'd say triangle, but square.
I've made it.
Square.
I'm part of the glitterati, I guess.
Yeah.
Jeff's part of the crew.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad
Sought
once
after.
again we're leaving on the note that I was right.
Yeah, you're kind of right, Ellen.
I know, hard being me, I guess, right?
Oh, it's hard being me. I'll tell
It's
you that.
not easy.
And listening to me, I know. Thanks.
I
You
gotta
know what, bitch? Thanks for always listening to me and my crazy stories.
Dude, I gotta tell you, like, I'm surrounded by these women that are always right. Danielle's always right. You're always right.
Yes, Danielle and I have superpowers.
Nick's
That's
always
why
right. Rob's
this is
always
like a
right.
really hard duo.
Right.
For the two of you.
dynamic duo.
Yeah.
This is like the
Dynamic
honesty
duo.
patrol right there.
I know.
Yeah.
No one's getting through.
right.
All right.
Good
Well,
luck.
happy Friday. Watch out for your Mercury retrograde.
Oh, Jesus
Batch.
Christ. Bye.
All right. Bye.